is a welt seam. So we're going to sew the welt seam. We're just using 2 pieces of muslin here. Now, what a welt seam is for is it's a durable seam. We use it on the inseam of jeans a lot of times. The seam will have a quarter top stitch, or it will have an edge stitch. It also is used as a top stitch. It's just going to be a 1/2 inch seam with a quarter top stitch. So we're going to sew a 1/2 inch seam. We have 2 pieces together. We're going to back tack and then sew forward. And then back tack. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go to the iron and we're going to press this to one side. Okay, so we're going to open this up, and the seam is, as you can see, the seam allowance is only going to go to one side. And then we're going to press, and as you can see, the seam is to one side. All right, now we're going to go back to the sewing machine and sew the top stitch. All right, now when we want to sew a quarter seam, as you can see, when I start sewing, my line that I follow is going to be covered. So to line this up, you're going to line the seam. This is the actual seam right here. That seam is going to line up right next to the outside of the presser foot here. So your eye is going to be right here, watching this seam line up with that the side of the presser foot. Okay, you don't have to back tack for this if you don't have to do that. So my eye is here, and I'm just keeping that seam right on the outside of the presser foot. Okay, when I'm finished, you'll see that this is now a quarter seam. So from here to here is 1/4. I've stitched down the seam itself, the seam allowance, which in turn makes this very durable. Now, you can also do an edge stitch here and make it look like double needle top stitch. Or you can do just an edge stitch and then it'll just be an edge stitch. Okay, so this is what we call a welt seam.